living in Cedar Ridge subdivision of Winterville, North Carolina.
We hope you're loving these set of videos where we're talking a little bit more in detail about some of the amazing subdivisions here in the Greenville Winterville area. And if you have any questions, you want a buyer's guide, you want a seller's guide, all of that is in our description below. So don't just subscribe to our channel, get our stuff so we can actually help you any way you want us to.
Exactly. Now we're gonna start kind of with the Cedar Ridge, which one of our actually favorite subdivision in Winterville, North Carolina.
Right. I mean, because it's really at that percentage of starter luxury, and that's really kind of what we're kind of doing these little 5 series on is starter luxury areas, because people really sometimes want to be in a really nice area of town. And this is when we went and did this MLSs. This is one of the 5 that we pulled up and said this is an amazing one to talk about because it's right there and we know a lot about it, and there's some great people who live there.
Exactly. Therefore, when you enter basically the Cedar Ridge, you see 2 kind of brick sign with the small planters, no?
Right, and not just that, this is a fenced-in community. So if you're looking for a little bit more exclusive to where you are going into a fenced-in neighborhood, this is really where we're going to talk about, because not all of them around here are fenced in.
And then we have lots of tall cypress tree that is surrounded down the roadway in Cedar Ridge Drive, and also, as my wife said, a very nice fence that isolated the neighborhood completely from the road.
Right, so the home exteriors are a mix of brick veneer, tons of brick veneer in there, but there is also some vinyl siding, and it's very no house is alike. There's a lot of different, it's definitely not a cookie cutter community. This is a little bit more visually appealing, visually stunning, because they are different. So that's what makes it interesting.
Exactly. What about other things that they have there?
Like the layout?
Yes.
Okay, so the layout of Cedar Ridge is both a circle with some cul-de-sacs, and there's also a grid in the middle. So they're trying to minimize and really control traffic and make sure that there's only people in the community that are there in the community. And then what about those garages?
Yeah, the garages, many of the houses, they have the side garage, but that is not for all the subdivision. Also, some of them, they had front kind of garage, but it's kind of mixed. It depends on your choice and what is your choice about the home.
Now with landscaping, now this is an HOA community and they are really big on landscaping, to be honest. So it's not just the mature trees, which are lovely. Every home must keep their lawn in order and make sure that there's no weeds growing or anything like that. So if you're looking for homes that get complemented with some pretty landscaping, this is the area where people take pride in their community.
And the HOA is from $100 to $135 in that neighborhood.
Next thing we're going to talk about is the location. Location. That's kind of key to property, right?
Yes. Therefore, in the other video, we talk about Irish Creek. Therefore, Cedar Ridge is on the left side of the Irish Creek. And also, after that, we have Canterbury, another subdivision, nice subdivision.
But if you're looking for getting right to Fire Tower Road or Evans or anything where in Greenville, this is a super easy location to where you can get to anything. So it is right there as well. Also, there's what we talked about is there's the brick columns with white fence that's really kind of keeping this community isolated. And some people really who are looking for an isolated upscale community, this might be exactly what you're looking for. There are trees along the side blocking it from the other starter luxury communities. So there's some trees separating it there, but generally speaking, they are really, really a pretty area.
Exactly.
So what's in that 3-mile radius?
Well, in 3-mile radius, the residents really enjoy all the convenience to all type of the amenities, grocery. If you have an animal, you have a vet. If you want to go to gym, have a sport activity.
He's getting ahead of us. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the homes. Traditional style homes, we're talking about those 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 square feet homes. They are not small homes, but they're very traditional in this Cedar Ridge.
Yes.
With the mature landscaping, as we talked about, and that grid-like. Let's talk about the schools before you hop into the gyms.
Yes. According to our multi-listing, and you need to actually do some research, our schools is going to be for elementary Wintergreen, Hope is going to be for your middle school, and South Central is going to be for your high school.
And just like in the last video when I told my husband to really, really kind of pull in upscale, he did change them. because we're all talking about the same basic area, but he didn't, because Sam Jones is a lovely barbecue spot, but that is still not high-end luxury, like food. It's delicious food, but not high-end. Also, what are the other ones you put on the list today?
If you are interested in Italian food, definitely Famiglia.
That's not on your list. Oh, Famiglia.
Famiglia should be one of those. If you love the Mexican food, El Ranchero Mexican is one of the choices. And Lemongrass Thai and Sushi Restaurant. If you, like my wife, like sushi, that could be one of the many choices.
We do have upscale restaurants in the area, but I'm working on my husband to try to pull those in. So next one for parks and recreations. The one we forgot in the last video would be Paramore Park, but which is interesting because he put it here. Sorry, we're getting a call. We'll ignore that. Sawyer's Fun Park is another one. Alice Keene District. Winterville Park and Recreation is super close by as well. So these are all super, and Hillcrest Park. Those are amazing little parks that you can kind of take your kids to or walk around.
Sorry, my phone. Exactly.
Let's talk about
now
shopping
we're talking the shopping center. As we said, 3 miles, we have Lidl, we have Walmart neighborhood, we have Harris Teeter, we have Food Lion, we have all the
Fresh Market.
And Fresh Market, another version of kind of Whole Foods we have too.
Okay, now let's talk about gyms. Now, there's a million gyms around here as well. You can go to the Warrior Zone, which is really the closest thing I can think of. Focus Fitness Boot Camp, if you're looking for another one. There's Burn Boot Camp with another one. Champions Gym. So I talked about mine, right? There's also Champions Gym, Fit for Life for my husband. Let's talk about vets.
Exactly. Fire Tower Animal Clinic is one of the top 3 that you can go. Winterville Animal Care and Welcome Wagging Animal Hospital is one of the top 3 that you can see in that neighborhood.
Now for coffee, the closest one is actually going to be Meeting Ground Cafe, but also we have a really super close by Starbucks on Fire Tower Road, or you can go to Dunkin' with the Biscuit and the Bean. There's a million little cute little restaurants. I'd love to talk coffee with you all day long. Let's talk about that housing styles though. We talked a little bit about how a lot of it is traditional.
Exactly.
And we also said brick and vinyl. So what are the other options in there?
You can tell us.
Craftsman style is another one.
Yes.
What's your favorite style?
My favorite style is contemporary.
Yes, I know. They also have some contemporary in there.
Yes.
And they also definitely have some custom designed homes. Either way, it is meant to be visually appealing. I do know that all of the homes in this area are actually, according to the HOA, they must be built not on a slab. They all must have that
on the crawl
space, which means you're definitely going to have that place underneath, which is very appealing to some people.
Exactly. Therefore, we're going to talk about basically community atmosphere. As my wife said, the community is very friendly, I mean, generally, Greenville and Winterville people are very friendly.
Everybody says hello around here, which is lovely. There's a lot of family-oriented activities, a great place to raise children. That's where we've chosen to raise our own children here. We were not born in Greenville. We chose to be here.
Exactly.
Like many other people. But the thing about Cedar Ridge, I'm going to say, is many people have the pride in their home ownership. They are really taking care of that community. I mean, we said $150, but really if you drive that community, everything is always perfect in that community, and it's quite lovely over there because people take pride.
Exactly, and the residents are really involved in anything that is going around, that they engage in the community activities and contributing to the vibrant community and
now let's
homeowners.
Right, so let's go moving on to what is the average, how many beds to bed and baths in that community.
Therefore, based on the last 4 years from 2019 to 2023 that we are recording this video, there are a number of homes, more than 56 homes sold in that neighborhood. And they all ranging from 3 to 6 bedrooms.
Right, the average was 3.7 bedrooms. And then for bathrooms, it was
2 to 5.
With the average being 3.2, so at least 3 baths on average.
Exactly.
What else? The average square foot was, what was the average square foot we saw?
Basically, the houses that the minimum square footage that sold in that neighborhood was 1,700, and the highest one was 3,700. And how much is the average that in selling in that neighborhood?
I would say over 2,000 easy.
2,750.
2,750.
For 2,750.
Now, out of all of those listings, 68 sold in less than 30 days, and the sold to list ratio is ultimately over 100. So there was a couple that had a price change.
like a 4.8% change. There are a couple houses that change in that neighborhood.
But generally speaking, they sell all there. So this is a great little star luxury area. We can't wait to show it to you in person.
Exactly. And see you in the next video.